Now sometimes you'll run into a use case where you want to check to see if a string is contained in another string. So this may be checking to see whether there's a character in a specific string or a combination of characters in a specific string. And you'll see that it comes in very useful when we get onto the topic of conditional statements. But for now, let me quickly show you how this works. If I wanted to check to see if the letter A is in hamburger, I can put A in single quotes, I can then use the keyword in, and then I can follow it with the string that I'm checking in. So I can put hamburger. Now this is known as a membership test, and it will either bring back one of two results, the Boolean value true or the Boolean value false. And depending on whether this evaluates to true or false, we can get Python to then execute a specific piece of code based on the outcome. So if I run this code cell, you can see that we get true returned. Now another keyword I can use in this membership test is preceding the in keyword with the keyword not. So if I put the letter E and then not in the string chicken, you can see that we bring back false. Because E is in the word chicken, it therefore evaluates to true. Because we're checking to see if it is not in, it therefore brings back the opposite Boolean, which is false. Now here we're just checking string literals, but we can assign a string to a variable. So if we create a variable called juice and set this equal to apple and strawberry. If I now check to see if apple with a lowercase a is in juice, what do you think I'll return? Well, if I run this code cell, you'll see that I get false returned. And this is because the membership test is case sensitive. So if I were to change this to be apple with a capital A in juice, which we know is set to apple and strawberry, you can see that we then bring back true as the result. And we could then write some code that does something based on this membership test evaluation of true. Okay, so just for completeness, we'll also show how we can compare variables to variables. So if I set a variable called raffle_ticket, and I set this equal to the string 158A. And then I create a winning ticket variable called winner and set this also equal to 158A. You can see that I could check to see if winner is in raffle_ticket, and when I run this code cell, we bring back true as the result. Okay, and one final thing to note with string membership is that you can't use integers when comparing to strings. For example, if I check to see that the integer 1, i.e. without quotes, is in winner, which we know it is, we know winner is 158A, you can see here that when I run this code cell, we run into a type error telling us that the in string, i.e. in winner, requires a string as the left operand and not int. So if we address this, we'd need to put quotes around the left operand, which in this case is the integer 1, and you can see that when I rerun this code cell, we bring back true. So in summary, when we use the in operator, it checks to see that the item on the left is in the item on the right. The result will evaluate to true if it finds a variable in the specified sequence, i.e. in this case a string, and false otherwise. When we use the not in operator, it evaluates to true if it does not find a variable in the specified string, and false otherwise. Now we'll also come across membership testing when we look at other data structures, but this is how it works for string objects.